Oh, I'm absolutely delighted. Delighted with the performance. Delighted with the result, obviously. I accept the fact that there'll be sterner tests ahead, of course. One on Tuesday night, but it was nice to win. It was nice to play well. It was nice to get a few goals, and I thought some of our play was terrific. Concerned about the game beforehand, of course, but just getting that first goal, very important for us. I actually have said in a couple of interviews since that there, interestingly, my own view was that after we got the goal, I thought that we played the next 10 minutes in front of them, lots of passes without actually going anywhere at that time. But overall, delighted with the team, delighted with their attitude, and delighted with the crowd's response.
Mark, you've only had a few days to work with the players, but did you feel from the performance tonight, did you see much evidence that your message was getting across to them?
Well, I think that, genuinely, I think that's very early to make assumptions in that. You've won a game, we're delighted we've won the match. The players' enthusiasm for the game beforehand, their enthusiasm during that there was very marked, and that's great. But then again, having said this, let's be fair about it. I think that this set of players, like most sets of players, want to play for their country, and these lads are no exception. So from that viewpoint, it was again, it was nice to win, and I can't tell, you know, because I don't know from what happened before, obviously. But I know I've been pleasantly surprised at their attitude. They really want to go. There's disappointment, of course, not. One or two lads remarked that you know, tonight was playoff night there, and we haven't made it. We just maybe have a lot of hard work ahead of us, but I know it's just the start.
What was the most pleasing aspect of tonight for you?
Well, I think that you know, we had sometimes I think you have to earn the right to play. But I thought we got into our stride pretty quickly, and got the crowd enthused. I thought McLean's performance was excellent. He was given man of the match, and I don't think anybody would have disagreed with that. He looked, you know, he was rejuvenated, played with a bit of confidence. But I think, you know, I think he knows that I have a bit of confidence in him, and of course there'll be once or twice where he'll you know, not play the right ball, but his desire to go and attack them tonight was very evident, and I thought he deserved that. Having said that, there was a number of decent performances as well. Little Houlihan on the ball, very nice touches, and he's been impressive in training. To be fair, so was Reid, so have a number of the players. But great to win, and a big task ahead of us on Tuesday night.
Martin, Greece beat Romania tonight, which means with the second seeds for the Euro.
Yeah, Peter and Stephen have told me this, that, and if you tell me that that's good news for us, I'll accept it. I'm obviously happy with that if that's the case, but I think there will be a lot of teams in third seed that will be every bit as strong as we'll be. So, but that's every bit of good news is fine.
Martin, Bobby Keane's goal was a real conscious goal. He expected, didn't he? It was tough when you get in, close range.
Well, and also the opening goal as well too was important for us, because even though we might have been in the ascendancy, you still have to go and you have to try and get in front in the game. And perhaps maybe another 10-15 minutes at 0-0 might have given Latvia that bit of extra confidence to go on and play a bit.
Martin, there was an audible roar when you emerged from the tunnel at the start. Were you aware of that, and how did it feel?
Well, I wasn't. I thought that you know, I thought tonight they would be, if they were, I'm obviously pleased. I think that they might not have noted my apprehension at the same time, you know. But no, genuine excitement. I was really excited last night, excited this morning, but some of the lads who know me will tell me that I've got natural concern for the football matches. The most important thing I think tonight was I wanted the players to go and play. We talked earlier here a couple of days ago about perhaps maybe pressing high up the field. The only reason I was doing that tonight was I wanted, first of all, the crowd to get on our side. I thought if we could close them down there, the closer to their goal, the better for us, better for players like Houlihan, and you could maybe work the ball a little bit. There'll be other nights, you know, where we'll play teams, even here in this pitch here, where we'll maybe have to play second fiddle in terms of possession. But we know that. Listen, that's all I had of this. Tonight was great to win.
The first long ball, Martin, from the goal kick was after about a half an hour. In the previous regime, maybe the team were criticised for playing direct a bit more. Were you pleased that the back four and the midfield players were trying to get on the ball?
Well, we you know, let's be fair. We had a chance to play at the back, you know, because Latvia didn't press us. You know, they dropped back, and sometimes that is difficult to break a team down. Then, if that's the case, what we tried to do is that was fine. We had a lot of passing. I thought, as I mentioned earlier there, I just felt after the first goal, that was the time I thought we could go and press on. And even though we had possession, if memory serves me correctly, I thought the next 10 minutes, I thought we passed it for the sake of passing it, you know, just in front of them, where we didn't cause them too many problems. Then, just after that again, we started again behind them again, and it was really important. So I wouldn't start, you know, we had an opportunity to play tonight. And sometimes, you know, we might not get that opportunity with stronger sides.
And just in terms of the shape of the team, it seemed to be a 4-2-3-1, and then towards the end, you maybe went a bit more with two strikers.
Yeah.
Besides you on the shape,
yeah.
that you prefer? Or?
Well, a couple of things. One was to get some people on the pitch and to play them in their preferred positions. So it was a matter of dropping Reed back into play, one of the four. Remember, we're a couple of goals ahead at this particular time, and the players just want to go and enjoy it. So I don't read too much into all of that there. I want to, for the most part, I want players to play in their positions.
Martin, you spoke the other day about maybe Aidan McGee's potential not being fully realised yet. He hasn't scored a huge amount of goals for Ireland, it was only his third. I mean, were you pleased with what you saw from him?
I think I said to him in the dressing room, I think that was his, was it his third? I didn't know this, but I said to him, you haven't scored in 27 matches or something like this here. And he actually said it was 47. But the typical McGeady comment, you know. So I think he's pleased with the goal. I think he's pleased with his input to the match tonight. He's things to do, of course. Sometimes when we've lost the ball, Aidan decides that he'll walk back instead of, you know, maybe getting into a bit of a trot, unlike McLean at the other end. But we'll forgive him this evening. You know. There'll be other days when I'll be harder with him.
Sorry, Mark Winston hasn't played many games at back at this level. Are you going to play him?
I thought he did fine. I thought he really did fine again for the things that he had to do. Just once where he got himself a little bit lost, where he headed the ball, just eventually went out for a corner kick after about 20 minutes of the match, and he just lost his bearings a little bit. But overall, I thought he did very well.
Is that going to be more permanent position for him?
Well, he said he has played centre half before, and he's played left back. He thinks maybe at club level, left back might be the position that he would be playing in. And he's actually played centre midfield here as well too, as a holding player. So at this minute, I was very pleased with him. Time for me to consider that over the next couple of months.
Martin, did you have in mind the team for Tuesday when you picked tonight's team, and have you already considered what changes you were making?
Well, I said to the players beforehand, obviously we want to try and win the games. That's very, very important for myself, of course, selfishly. But I wanted the players to get some involvement, and we will change the side round because they've come here. There's an enthusiasm about them, and I really wouldn't want to. What shall I say? Walk away after the second game in Poland and find out that somebody didn't even get on the field. So that's important. I think Robbie Elliott would be the exception here at this minute, because he knows the two lads that they're in front of him at this moment. He's very, very happy to be within the squad, and I will change the goalkeeper for Tuesday night.
Last two questions.
Martin, what was Roy like on the bench? He seemed quite animated when the first goal went in.
You'll be surprised about Roy, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised about him. You know, the players have really taken to him. You know, and and they have. He's been terrific, genuinely terrific around the place, really terrific.
Last one, Jimmy.
Martin, our set piece is something you see us quite important. Obviously, we scored from one tonight, and we also had the quick free kick when McGeady played a short one and probably nearly scored. Our set piece is something that you see as quite important.
Absolutely, absolutely. The free kicks and corner kicks nowadays, in this day and age, are so important. So we hadn't very much time to work on them, and I must admit, some of this tonight, I was delighted with the trust that the players put in themselves, because last night we did a little bit of training here. We wanted to play as much in the 3 days with the ball as possible. I didn't really want to start, have half an hour of running through set pieces where players are going to get cold. So in essence, we tonight we'll be able to do more work with them. But tonight there was a lot of trust in the players themselves. Of course, we mentioned the position that they would pick up, and I'm delighted that we kept a clean sheet, and also delighted that we scored from there.
I didn't want to dart when you moved, so I've left it right till the end, but did you have a chance to see Paolo Canio's latest comments?
Peter's I hadn't seen them before. Peter's just shown them as they came through, and I really, at the end of the day, it's hardly worth it. I think, look, you'd have to go and check, but I don't think Sunderland would concur with his 40 million for a start. But even Sunderland wouldn't do that. And seriously, and one of those people he's talking about actually, his goals helped Sunderland stay in the league, and Mignon later they got £10 million for after. I think they owe debt of gratitude to Seamus McDonough. He was out there tonight. McDonough, who I think Simon Mignolet will say, who's playing brilliantly for Liverpool, would say that he had a major influence in his career development.
Okay, thank you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed.